Do you want to practice your English listening skills again? Today, we're going to talk about something that's incredibly important, our mental well-being. And I'm going to share with you something that I incorporated into my life, which made me feel healthier, happier, and more balanced. So I wanted to share it with you. Plus, we'll practice some English along the way. So make yourself comfortable and we'll dive in. The 5 ways to well-being were originally developed by the New Economics Foundation back in 2008. This UK-based think tank identified 5 evidence-based actions which could improve personal well-being based on extensive research. So why am I sharing this with you? Well, back in 2021, I was struggling a bit, not for the first time, with my mental health. So I enrolled on an online course with UK-based mental health charity Mind, where I first encountered this idea of the 5 ways to well-being. Now, I should give a big shout out here to Mind, who are a fantastic charity. I'll put their link in the video notes. Even if you're not based in the UK, their website is an excellent resource for all things mental health. Quick reminder that if you head over to my website, you can download a free PDF notes on today's video where I provide a full transcript, vocabulary, and some additional resources on this subject. At the time, I was working my way through pretty much every self-help book known to mankind. Some really good books, but sometimes when things are tricky, which means difficult, simplicity is key. And I guess that's where the 5 ways to well-being really came into their own. And they're simple actions that you can take to improve your mental health that don't require lots of money or time, simply regular practice. And I decided I was going to practice them daily. I wrote down the 5 ways to well-being and kept them visible, and decided that each day I would do these actions in some way, no matter how small. So what are these magic 5 ways to well-being? Number 1 is connect. Number 2, be active. Number 3, take notice. Number 4, keep learning. And number 5, give. The idea of applying these 5 ways to well-being to my daily life really resonated with me, meaning that I thought it would be something useful and something that I could commit to and apply to my daily life. 5 simple actions every day. Doable, right? And over the course of a few months, it really made a difference. So let's break them down one by one, and I can explain how I applied them in my life and maybe give you some ideas of how you might be able to apply them in yours. So the first one is connect. Now, if you saw my last vlog, you might remember that I said that I can be a little bit of an introvert sometimes. But building and maintaining strong relationships with others is essential for our well-being. I needed to remind myself to maintain these relationships, my friendships, my family relationships. Connecting can mean catching up with friends, seeing family, or maybe even making new connections. But on busy days, it could just mean sending a text or making a call. Reaching out to others can really lift your spirits. When I've experienced depressive episodes in the past, I've had a tendency to withdraw. And I think reading these 5 ways to well-being made me reassess some of my behaviours and look at how I could help myself a little bit during these periods. I didn't have to go to a big social event. Just sending a text message, like I said, or making a phone call Sometimes that was enough to feel connected with somebody else and to feel less isolated. I started doing it every day, even on the days when I didn't want to talk to anybody. The next step is to be active. Now, obviously, physical activity can be a great boost for your mood, and it can relieve stress. Pre-2020, I was a regular at the gym, but during the pandemic, obviously, I lost my mojo and it never came back. The point is, though, that being active doesn't mean that you have to hit the gym every day. It's about finding something you enjoy and moving. It could be a walk in the park. It could be dancing in your kitchen. It could be gardening. The idea is to move and to get those endorphins flowing and to do it regularly, to make it a habit. Now, my dog Milo joined us as a puppy in 2021, so around the same time that I was doing this course. So there was no excuse. This little guy needed exercise, a lot of exercise, and so did I. We started walking, come rain or shine, and I found that I always felt better after a walk. I still do, even when it's chucking it down with rain, even if it's a short walk. And also, I enjoyed a little bit of dancing in the kitchen. Number 3 is take notice. This one is all about being aware of the world around you and appreciating it. Being mindful, taking a breath, slowing down and noticing the little things. It could be the sound of the birds or the taste of your food. Mindfulness can make us feel more present and grounded. Again, this is one that I practice on my daily day walks. I observe the changing of the seasons, nature, and so on. And again, it's something that's really easy to do every day, completely achievable. The next step is keep learning. And I probably don't really need to share this with you. The fact that you're here trying to improve your English skills suggests that you're lifelong learners. Engaging your mind and continuing to learn can really improve your mental well-being. Learning doesn't have to be formal education. It could be learning a new hobby or picking up a book or maybe learning more about yourself. It's about actively doing something every day to challenge your mind and expand your horizons a little bit. My students come from all over the world, and in our conversations, they'll mention books or films, historical events, which will spark my curiosity and make me want to go and learn more. The internet means that most of us have the resources to learn new things at our fingertips. It certainly helps me to indulge my curiosity on a daily basis. Even if it's just reading something on Wikipedia or watching a YouTube video, I tend to think of learning as a form of growing. And growing gives me a sense of purpose and a sense of meaning. Last but not least, give. Helping others can make you feel good and give you a sense of purpose. You don't have to dedicate hours of your day or half of your salary. It could just be something small that you do every day. Even the smallest acts of kindness can have a big impact on the people around you. Engaging in small talk with a stranger or simply acknowledging their existence with a warm smile or saying hello can really make a difference to somebody. Plus, it can make you feel more connected to your community. It's a lovely thing to consciously practice on a daily basis. You can do it online too, even if it's leaving a positive or encouraging message on a post. Your positive words could make all the difference to somebody else. It's something I find really useful, and you're helping other people too along the way. There you have it, the 5 ways to mental well-being. Connect, be active, take notice, keep learning, and give. What do you think? Do you think these steps would help you in your day-to-day life? Are there any additional ways to well-being that you can think of? One that springs to mind for me is sleep. For me, sleep is really, really important when it comes to my overall well-being. So prioritizing sleep would be another point. Thanks for joining me today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Perhaps try writing a sentence in the comments telling me something that you do on a daily basis to look after yourself. If you enjoyed the video or found it useful, then please give it a thumbs up, or even better, subscribe to my channel. I'm here every Wednesday when I post a video where you can practice your English listening skills. And then on Sundays, I post an English lesson. And then there are free PDFs to download from the link below. Take care, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.